is Clint Bradley. You're tuned in to Leander Lions basketball on SHN Sports.
Welcome to Leander Lions basketball. We're at Westwood High School for tonight's boys basketball game between the Leander Lions and the Westwood Warriors. I'm Mark Sickles. I'll be your play-by-play commentator. Kracy is assisting me tonight as your color commentator. Tonight's game is being broadcast on SHN Sports. Follow our season at shnsports.com. Your team, your broadcast. Listen to the broadcast by tuning in to SHN Sports. You can also watch the broadcast if you have the video link, and that is protected, so you'll need to have permission to get that link. If any of you the video link, all you have to do is contact me, Melissa Sickles, Chuck Kracy, or the Leander Basketball Booster Club sponsors. Speaking of our Basketball Booster Club sponsors, we want to thank them for supporting our boys. Amy Maddox with Allstate at amymaddox@allstate.com for your insurance needs. Malash & Company, malashandcompany.com for your residential real estate needs. And Linton Dental at lintonsmile.com.
First performances of the season against McNeil at home, and so they want to get the bad taste out of their mouth. They can lock up a playoff here. If you're looking at the district standings, Hendrickson is on top at 11-2. The Lions are in second. They could conceive of, well, they're actually a half game out of second and a half game ahead of fourth in third, but they could conceivably end up with Hendrickson in second, but that would require Hendrickson to lose tonight at Vista Ridge and then at home against Round Rock and then again McNeil, and that's unlikely scenario. And so the Lions are kind of looking at a second place run here, and that all starts with a win tonight. That'll put the Lions solidly in second place. Round Rock takes on Cedar Ridge tonight. They could conceivably lose that game.
Yeah, they lost, I think, earlier this year to them.
And so that would cause a tie for second between Round Rock and Leander. And then, of course, Vandergrift pays a visit to Leander on Friday, and they're fighting for their playoff lives, and Greg Brown will certainly bring his A game to the Lions Den on Friday. Puts the importance of this game that much higher as the Lions want to try to solidify a postseason berth here tonight.
Yeah, all they have to do. Amy Maddox with Allstate at amymaddox@allstate.com. For your insurance needs. Malash & Company, malashandcompany.com for your residential real estate needs. And Linton Dental at lintonsmile.com for your dentistry needs. We also want to thank SHN Sports for the broadcast. You can listen to us all year long, and I believe we've already guaranteed the baseball as well. Chuck, is that correct?
That's what was announced this evening.
So you'll be able to hear Leander baseball coming up over the next couple weeks at SHN Sports. So Westwood moving left to right, wearing white. Get the ball to over on the right side, drives in. Robinson now kicks it back out to Slodek. Drives on the right side, Stevens with the defense. Kick it up top to Parks on the left wing. Drives in strong, kicks it back out to Slodek. Slodek goes across, kicks it on the left side to Robinson. Turn around, back out to Parks. Lots of movement. Jump shot, short off the front rim, no good. Rebound by Christian Robinson to Slodek. Goes baseline, and he throws it up, and it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. Westwood, I think they pushed Landon Siston under the basket. So it'll be Leander basketball trailing by 7. Hunter Stevens moves the ball up. Left side to Wilson, left wing. Gets it in to Logan Clark. Over to Siston for 3, no good. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Kais Wilson. And they do. So a little bit of a delay here. I believe the yeah, here we go. So now they're back on. Westwood throws the ball in, moving up the court. Levinson with it on the right side. Drives in, kicks it back out to Parks, to Levinson. Slodek drives in, tries to get it down low. Lots of contact, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Ethan Brown. Lowered his shoulder, went into Logan Clark. Good defense by Clark.
Yeah, referees want to remain in control here. Can't let it get too rough. Looks like the audio stream is working. I'm not 100% sure of the video stream, but it does appear to be working. I'm not sure what was their difficulty, but it looks like it has been repaired.
So we can check on that, but right now lead to Robledo. Left wing, drives in, tries to go inside to Zach Meyer, and is tipped away. Another unforced error by the Leander Lions. Lots of those are trying to make that extra pass, and Westwood with good defense. They seem to be
great defense there by Meyer.
Yeah, great defense. He gets another turnover inside. So Sisson with the ball. Gets it to Wilson, drives in off the glass, and he's going to call a charge.
Wilson's got to be careful. He gets called for about 1 or 2 of those each game. Got to stay in control.
By my count, that's his second foul. Westwood bringing the ball up. 5:50 here left in the second quarter. Being guarded by Meyer. Now off to the near corner to Durham. Gets it to Campos, who moves it over to Parks, drives in on the right side. Lots of contact, tries to go up, and they're going to call a travel.
Yeah, we're not in the NBA.
No, but we've seen it. We saw a couple of those last week where we were a little amazed that they kept that.
I'm not so sure every referee had a whistle on Friday.
Yeah, I don't know if they did either.
They were sharing one, I believe.
So back in action, Kais Wilson to Stevens. Back to Wilson on the left wing. Drives in on the left wing, gets it to Robledo. Kicks it across to Sisson in the far corner.
Got to watch those passes.
Yeah, we've had too many turnovers by passes that aren't on the spot. So they get into Robledo down low. 2 more for Robledo.
And the Lions are cutting it into that lead now. We're at a 5-point difference here.
Yeah, Robledo has all 8 points for Leander, and most of them been down on the low block. So spin move, goes up, off, and Leander is able to control it. Great job by Kais Wilson. Gets it to Meyer, who gets it to Stevens. Gets it to Kais Wilson for 3, no good. Picked up by Parks for Westwood down on the left side to go down low in the blocks. They kick it out to Robinson for 3, and he hits another one.
Tough break there for the Lions.
I think that's his 3rd 3-pointer tonight so far. 16-8 lead for Westwood. Stevens to Sisson, back to Stevens. Moves over to the left side, gets free throw line to Robledo. Short jump shot, too strong, no good. Rebound by Robinson.
I think he expected more resistance than he got. Affected his shot.
Brandon Parks with the ball up top, number 20. Hands it off to Levinson. Starts moving over to the right side. Over to Campos, and they're going to call a travel. Well, Leander needs to cash in on some of these turnovers.
They do, and they have not in the last couple of games. And they've committed a ton of their own, and it's just not a good ratio to expect to win the ball game when you turn the ball over and you don't turn their turnovers into points.
Ball to Sisson, and it is tipped up, and it is almost stolen by Sisson. Tried to go across court with the pass.
I don't know if Durham can dunk, but he was thinking he might.
So Kais Wilson throwing the ball in at the scorer's table across from us. Stevens moves up the court, gets it into Robledo. Go in once again to Zach Meyer, another turnover.
The Warriors are clogging those passing lanes.
Slodek on the left side, moves it over, spin move, and the ball's on the ground, picked up by Meyer, and over.
It was good defense by Sisson there.
Hunter Stevens with the ball, drives in Meyer over to Kais Wilson on the far side, and he throws it right to Slodek. He moves up the court to Granger, back to Slodek, and no good. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Westwood basketball.
The Lions are just lucky not to give up points on that.
Unbelievable.
2:50 left here in the half, 16-8.
Trailed by 8, and it's just been a
Lions might not even be in double digits here if we're not careful.
So Westwood gets the ball in, moves it over to Slodek in the near corner, goes baseline across court. 3-point shot by Durham, and it's good.
Too easy, too easy.
19-8. Stevens with the ball, gets it over to Sisson on the right wing. They just can't seem to break this zone right here. They're not hitting from the outside, and they try to go inside too often, and they're turning the ball over, trying to force it inside.
Yeah, the Westwood defense just collapses as soon as the ball's in the lane.
And look, another cross-court pass that's tipped out of bounds.
The Warrior defense, they're haunting the passing lanes. They've gotten several hands on passes.
So Leander throwing the ball in. Get the ball to Hunter Stevens. Drives on the left side. Kicks it out to Sisson on the right wing. Now on the left wing to Hunter Stevens. Drives in, tries to go inside to Meyer. Another turnover, out of bounds.
You know, that was a decent pass. I don't think it was too hard. Meyer just unable to handle it for some reason.
So they get the ball quickly in the corner. Three-pointer in and out. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Leander basketball.
Puckett's got to go more aggressively at that rebound. He almost gave it up to Westwood.
Leander's just all out of sorts right now. They've got to figure something out here. This game's going to get away from them.
They're going to end up in a play-in game or eliminated from postseason contention if they're not careful here and on Friday.
Yeah, they've got to chip away at this lead and get back in the ball game. Robledo once again tries to go inside. Another miscue on the pass, trying to get it down on the block, and another turnover.
You know, I would like to see Robledo take that shot. There's no reason for him not to.
I mean, we've seen 5 or 6 of those where they're inside the paint and they're trying to get it down inside another 3 feet, and they turn the ball over.
Another tough break for the Lions.
I understand what they're trying to do. They collapse on Robledo, and the low post should be there, but it's not. And they keep forcing that it is. It's not open, but they keep trying to pass it. Well, with all that, they're only trailing by 11, Chuck.
Yeah, they're still in the lead, but, you know, this is too reminiscent of how they played on Friday.
Yep.
And we said the same things on Friday, and then we looked up in the fourth quarter, and they were down 12, and there was only a couple of minutes left. So they need to clamp down on Westwood offensively, defensively, and quit giving them so many second chance shots and those 3-pointers that are wide open after a loose rebound.
And they've got to figure out some type of offense to get through their zone defense. What they're doing isn't working right now. So Westwood the ball, 1:26 left here in the second quarter. Drives down the right side, gets it over to Schroll, to Slodek. Back to Levinson, easy lay-in right there.
The Lions digging deeper.
21-8 lead for Westwood. Get the ball to Kais Wilson. Get the ball down low. And another turnover by Leander. Move the ball up the court, and it is an easy lay-in for Christian Robinson, 23-8.
It's starting to get out of hand now.
Get the ball to Robledo and almost loses if they're going to call a foul.
I don't see how you don't call a foul on that. That should be a shooting foul. And it is. Lions, you just get into double digits at least.
So Robledo is at the line. 9 fouls. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was the score. I'm looking at the total fouls. Sorry. So Robledo's at the line here. First one rattles in. It's good. Robledo with all 9 points here in the first half for Leander. Not a good sign.
No, the Lions are going to have to figure something out offensively.
Second one is good. Now they're in double digits, trailing by 13 with 40 seconds left here in the first half.
And, of course, Westwood going to play for the last shot here.
So Levinson with the ball over to Parks. Way up top, back to Levinson. Gets it into Robinson. They kick it back out. Clock down to 25. Levinson drives on the left side out to Slodick. Way up top. Guarded by Stevens. Drives in and throws it up to the right side. Three-pointer. In and out, no good, but a rebound for Westwood.
And
another three-pointer. It's
shot.
good.
There's another second chance shot that you cannot afford to give up.
Zach Schroll with the three-pointer, 26-10 lead. And a shot by Stevens at the buzzer is no good.
Wow. This is, you know, it's not insurmountable, but it is a big order for the Lions, a tall order to come out and try to take this game back.
26-10 lead here at halftime. So we're going to take a break, and we will be back for the second half. And we will talk to you shortly. We quickly want to thank our sponsors, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Malash & Company, and Linton Dental. So for Mark Sickles and Chuck Kracy, we'll be back for the second half shortly. 2 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, 1 steal, and 14 turnovers, Chuck.
Yeah, it's been a rough go. Really, it's counting Friday, it's 3 straight rough halves for the Lions. They just now are coming out to get underway here in the second half, and we saw them do this before on the road, have a rough go. I believe it was at Hendrickson. It may have been at McNeil, but I believe it was at Hendrickson, and they came out in the second half, and they played pretty well, and they were able to overcome a little bit of a deficit and come out on top, and they're going to have to do that again tonight, but it's an even bigger hole tonight.
Yeah, they just haven't played smart basketball. Too many turnovers, too many extra passes that they don't need to take, and they're just letting them get some open shots on defense. They're not moving around. Their intensity seems to be a little bit down, and I'm sure it's not because they know the importance of this game. They just may be a little uptight.
I think that is what it is. The weight of the importance of the game is weighing them down.
And Westwood has really nothing to play for here except just to play basketball. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Oh, teams love to knock Leander out of contention, though. That for a lot of teams, that makes their season.
So Leander with the ball, wearing the red uniforms, going left to right. Hunter Stevens quickly drives in, short jump shot, and it's good. That's what they need right there.
Hunter's going to exert himself, looks like. Let's see.
They don't need to mess around with too many passes. Just get in the lane and put it up.
Well, we talked about that extra pass was killing them.
So shot goes up by Westwood, no good. Picked up quickly by Sisson up the right side, quickly down the court, and he throws it off the glass. Oh, looks like contact, but no foul. Robledo with the spin move. It's up, and it's in and good. And he'll go to the line for a free throw for a 3-point opportunity.
It looked like Sisson was trying to get an alley-oop to Robledo there when he got fouled.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was. I think he may have gotten a hand on it. 26-14 lead now. Robledo at the line.
Lions with an early burst here.
Free throw is up and good.
Quick 5 points.
26-15, 11-point lead. That's exactly what they needed to start out this second half.
They need to keep the pressure up, though.
Westwood driving in. Tries to go across, stolen. Kais Wilson picks it up. Gets it back to Sisson, who brings it up past midcourt. Gets it over to Hunter Stevens on the left wing. Tries to go and kicks out to three. No good. Rebound, Logan Clark tries to go up, and he's fouled.
Great rebound by Clark, and way to go back up strong. 7:01 left here in the third, and the Lions trying to cut into this big lead.
Yeah, they're coming out much more aggressive on offense the second half.
I'm sure they're a little lighter in the seat than when they entered tonight's game.
First one's good for Clark.
If you know what I mean.
Yep.
Lions have a chance to cut it to single digits here.
Second free throw for Clark is up. No good off front rim. Tipped out of bounds, and it's kept in bounds by Logan Clark.
Great hustle.
Opportunity, throws it over. Back out to Sisson. Drives into the lane. Over to Clark.
Settle it down.
Now they get the ball out to Sisson. All right, well, we saw that where they were trying to make too many passes in the first half. Get the ball over, kick it over to Sisson. Drives in. And they're going to call.
One.
No, I think they're calling a charge.
Oh, that's a shame.
They will call a charge. The basket will not count. Great move by Sisson.
6:38 left.
10-point lead here for the Warriors.
Tough break, man. That was a great play by Sisson, I thought.
So we need to get a couple defensive stops here. Levinson with the ball. Across to Slodek. Up top to Robinson. Backs it back out, being guarded by Robledo. Tries to go baseline, up by Robledo, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it will be Leander basketball.
Yeah, number 32, Christian Robinson, it went off of him. He's trying to say it was off someone else, but he complained enough to get the call overturned. That's
wow. I didn't know you could do that out there on the court.
That usually results in a technical.
And I guess you can. Little home cooking right there, but that's fine. Hey, 10-point lead. Leander needs to make some baskets.
Continue to play tough defense like they're doing here early. And
so get the ball in low, turnaround jump shot, then it's good. 12-point lead. Nice inside move. Stevens tries to go on the right side. Now they get it in. Clark gets it inside to Robledo, goes up. Contact. The ball hits the bottom of the backboard and it's turned over. Westwood ball.
Deep on that one.
Slottick drives down on the right side. Hunter Stevens, tight defense. Now get out to Robinson. Robledo on him. Robinson goes in, and layup is up and good.
What a scoop.
14-point lead for Westwood. Throw the ball over to Robledo. Long three-point shot, no good.
Can't get desperate. It's still too early.
Rebound by Robinson, moves up the court. Levinson with the ball now on the left wing. Sets a pick and picked up, and now a three-point shot by Williams, no good. Rebound Robledo. Dribbles it up the court over to Sisson for three. It's good.
Need Sisson to heat up. Sisson, maybe Sickles or Wilson, somebody. Start firing it because that'll affect the Westwood defense.
30-19 lead, back down to 11. 4:42 left here in the third. Westwood moving the ball at three-point line. Move it inside, and it's off the glass. Easy 2 points by Heston Williams.
That was too easy.
Hunter Stevens with the ball. Moves it on the right side. Get it over to Robledo, right wing. Throws it across court to Stevens. Left wing kind of drives in, and he loses the ball. Turnover.
Robinson was there to get it.
Steal it. Westwood moves the ball up the court. Slottick with the ball. Now move it over to Parks on the right side. Being guarded by Clark. He pulls up. Short, no good. Tip and rebound by Sisson.
Good athletic play there by Leander.
Sisson quickly up over to Stevens. Drives in. Short jump shot. No good.
Got to make that.
Ball's on the ground. Saved by Logan Clark. Gets it to Stevens. Goes in again. Throws it off to Wilson on the far side. Drives in, kicks it out. Hunter Stevens for three. No good. Rebound Logan Clark. Goes up, off balance.
I can't believe they didn't call
no
a foul.
foul. Missed the basket by probably 4 feet. And it's going to be Westwood ball. 3:23 left, 32-19 lead here. Drives on the right side, another inside basket. Oh, and it's slapped out of bounds by
Nice
Robledo.
block. You almost wish he would have just grabbed that, though, instead of getting the pretty points by knocking it out of bounds.
So Clark is going to take a seat, and Zach Myers coming in.
They need some energy from Meyer off the bench.
And it looks like Sickles is also coming in for Kais Wilson. So
Meyer needs to keep the energy that Clark was playing with.
32-19 lead. Westwood gets the ball in, moving right to left if you're listening. Drives on the left side into the left corner. Drives into the paint, kicks it out. Drives into the paint, kicks it out. Drives into the paint, kicks it out. That's their offense. Long three-point shot by number 25, Granger, and he hits it.
There's a quick timeout by Leander. 35-19 is your score here with 2:57 left.
Yeah, lots of movement there by Westwood. They drive in and they kick it out, drive in, kick it out, and that's their offense. And then when they have someone that's open, they've been hitting those.
And the Lions came out pretty hot here to open the second half and kind of had Westwood reeling, but then Westwood has settled down since then and pushed the lead back out a little bit. We're at 16.
Yeah, they had it cut down to 9 or to 10, and then now it's back up to 16. So all that energy for basically for naught right now.
Well, they need to keep it up. The intensity needs to remain, regardless of the score. But that type of intensity can get you back in the game as long as you play within control. It's when you're out of control and you commit charges or travels and other types of turnovers that could really cost you, especially here in the hole that the Lions find themselves.
So Sisson will be throwing the ball in. Leander going left-right, wearing the red. Get the ball up to Hunter Stevens. To Meyer, it's tipped out of bounds. Leander basketball under the basket.
You know, I have to hold my breath every time it goes out of bounds just in case.
Yep. Get the ball into Stevens. Way up top, left side to Sisson. Aggressive defense by Westwood. They knock the ball into the backcourt. Hunter Stevens picks it up. Over to the left side to Sisson. Long three-pointer, no good. Bounces around again. Sickles able to save it. Throws it into Stevens, and he's fouled.
Foul. Yeah, they needed to call that foul.
16-point lead right now for Warriors with 2:34 left here in the third.
Lions need more points here.
Get the ball to Stevens. Now over to Sisson, the far wing. Back to Stevens at the top. Over to Sickles on the right wing, down to Robledo. Baseline. Gets it inside to Meyer, and he's fouled as he goes up, so he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Went up a little bit too strong, but he'll have an opportunity to get points here at the line.
Good
Gotta
feed
knock
in.
him down,
yeah,
though.
good feed inside on the right side from Robledo to get it to Meyer. First free throw by Meyer, no good.
Got to knock those down. These become more and more and more important as the game wears on.
Next one is up and good. First point for Meyer tonight. Lead is now 15 for the Warriors here with 2:18 left here in the third quarter. Drives on the right side, kicks it out. Long three-point shot, no good. Picked up by Sisson. Sisson quickly up the court. Gets it over to Sickles in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Ball's rebound by number 21, Luke Durham. Quickly up the court. Warriors drive in the lane, kick it out. Another drive in, kick it out. They just have that ball movement there. They drive in, kick it out again. Another three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Sisson. He's in the corner, and it's stolen. Get it inside by number 25, Granger, and I think Sickles may have had a block on that.
Should be Leander ball. Sisson trying to get the call overturned like Robinson earlier, not getting any love from the referee, though.
So Kais Wilson is in, and Robledo takes a seat.
We're at a minute 34 here in the third.
15-point lead. Slottick with the ball way up top.
I'd like to see the Lions cut this down to single digits before the end of the quarter. It's going to be tough, but they can do it.
Oh, it looked almost a carry.
Should have been a travel.
And Westwood with the ball. Slottick on the left side. Now kicks over the left wing. Gets it. Slottick for three on the left wing. No good. Rebound. Stevens. Oh, tries to pass the ball. Gets it back himself. Shoots a three-pointer, and it's good.
Like to see that.
12-point lead.
They got a chance here. If they can get a good stop here, go down and knock it into single digits.
Westwood with the ball up top. Moving the ball. They try to drive in. Ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by Sickles.
Good hustle by Sickles.
Gets it to Stevens on the right side. Oh, contact. No good. Sickles right there. Shoots a three. It's good.
And drained it. That's a dagger there.
Lead is now 9. They cut it to single digits here. And there is going to be a foul on Sisson as he tries to get the steal up top just past midcourt.
Well, it's not a shooting foul. So, and like I said, you know, I'd like to see the Lions cut it to single digits. They're there now. They need to get a stop here and maybe even cut more into that lead.
Yeah, I think they've been running around really hard on defense. So Pinckney's coming in for
some fresh
Sisson.
legs for a three.
Yeah, and some fresh legs. Let Hunter get a little break here.
Yeah.
So they throw the ball in, backcourt to number 3, Levinson. 20 seconds left here. Throw it to Parks, back up to Levinson on the left wing. Being guarded by Sisson. Down to 12, and they're going to call a turnover. He traveled. He tripped over his own feet, and I think ball hit the ground. I'm not sure exactly. Didn't have a good look here, but they're going to call a turnover, Leander basketball.
Levinson can't believe it, but we all saw it. We have it right here on video.
So a couple more subs. Wilson's in, Stevens is back in, Sickles is in, Robledo and Sisson.
Just any basket here is valuable.
Clock down to 7. Sickles with the ball on the left side. Throws it up, off the glass, no good. Rebound, no good.
That's all right. We'll go into the fourth, down only 9 now.
So a little bit of a run there. They cut the 16-point lead to 9. Man, they just got to keep chipping away here for the final quarter of play.
Yeah, they've got a tall order, but it is certainly not out of reach here for Leander.
Well, we want to thank our Leander Boys Basketball Booster Club sponsors, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Malash & Company, and Linton Dental. Well, 8 minutes to play, Chuck, and 8 minutes to see if they can get in the playoffs. Or otherwise, we'll have to delay it until Friday.
Well, you know, this is more of a football phrase, but I think it applies here. It's gut check time.
Yep.
They need to step up and see what they have in terms of intestinal fortitude and get out there and take this win. Despite the poor play in the first half, they came out pretty well. Had a little bit of a lull mid-third quarter, but first and the beginning and the end of that quarter, they played well. They need to do that this entire fourth.
Yeah, they need to pick up the defense here, pick up the intensity. So Westwood with the ball, tries to go inside Parks. No good. Ball's loose on the ground, and Parks is able to pick it up.
They could have caught him for a travel there.
Yeah, they get it across. Now Robinson with the ball. Quickly up to Slodick, way up top, guarded by Sickles, and they're going to call a foul. 7:37 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, they got Sickles for a reach there, kind of a push, but had a pretty good defensive play just right before that, cutting off the drive to the lane.
Levinson with the ball way up top, gets it over to Slodick on the right side. Over to Parks, drives on the right side. Short jump shot is good.
Too easy.
11-point lead for Westwood. Quickly up the court. Stevens over to, almost a turnover to Wilson. Now back out to Sisson. Now to Stevens. Tries to go in the lane, kicks it over to Robledo. Almost a turnover. Get it back out to to Stevens for 3. No good. Ball is up, and it is knocked off of, I thought it was off of a Warrior, but they're going to say it was off of Sickles, and it'll be Warrior basketball under their own basket.
I don't think Sickles agreed either.
No. Maybe he should argue a little harder.
It doesn't work for the Lions.
So Slodick gets the ball in. 6:50 left here in the ball game, 9-point lead, and Leander with a quick trap, a three-pointer by Robinson, and he drains it.
That was too easy.
Big shot there for Robinson. I think that's his 4th tonight. Get it over to Sisson. Out to Stevens. Into Robledo. There we go. Easy basket there for Kais Wilson down low. It's good. Those are the first 2 points for Kais Wilson.
Quick timeout there for the Lions.
Yeah, 12-point lead for Leander.
Don't want it to get away from you here. Got to get some good stops here defensively going down the stretch. Not much game clock left, so.
Yeah, they're going to have to put it in overdrive here on defense and get basically almost hold them scoreless for the next couple minutes and get back in the ball game.
Yeah, you can get in quickly. You hit a couple of threes and just get a couple of stops, but you have to remain in control, and you can't overplay it, because that'll just cost you any opportunity that you have. And it's a difficult hole to dig out of. The Lions or have found themselves in, really put themselves in.
Yeah, 12-point lead is not unsurmountable, but right now Westwood's doing a good job of protecting the ball, good job of keep away on their offense, and they're hitting their open shots.
Well, the Lions need to figure out, something here offensively. They need to just get on a hot streak. Somebody needs to start hitting threes. They need to hit the boards hard and hope for the best.
6:27 left here in the game. Get the ball in. Up to Robinson, up on the right side to Parks. Throws it down low. Oh, good defense by Sickles. Able to stick his foot out to knock the ball away. Otherwise, there would probably been an easy layup down low.
Yeah, no gimmies.
They throw the ball in to Brown. Stolen. Oh, and now they're going to call a foul on Robinson.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Hit Stevens pretty good when he was starting to dribble up the court.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about the steal.
So they get the ball in to Stevens, down by 12, 6:15 left here in the ball game. To Stevens, now to Wilson. Three-pointer, no good by Landon Sisson. Rebound by up the court, Westwood, and an easy layup. No one is back there, getting number 24, Ethan Brown. Hunter Stevens with the ball. To Robledo, way up top. Throws it over to Sickles. Gets it to Robledo. Free throw line, the left side. Sisson for three, too long, no good. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Kais Wilson reaching in. Or no, Robledo, I think, for some reason. So it'll be Westwood ball.
5:38 left.
14-point lead.
You're almost getting into trying to slow it down territory here. I don't know how many fouls you're sitting on. But
Westwood gets the ball in, and Sickles with the steal. Quickly up the left side. Now get it to Sisson up top, drives in. Ball's knocked away. And another quick foul by Sisson to stop the easy layup.
Even when the Lions get a turnover, they end up turning it right back over. Credit Westwood. They're playing hard tonight.
Yeah, Westwood has the ball. 5:25 left here in the fourth. Throw the ball across court. Get the ball in the middle to Parks on the right side. Move it back out to Levinson, and they're going to call a 3-second call.
Well, any break that the Lions can take advantage of here, they need to get points out of. So.
Oh. And Stevens misses the ball and kicks the ball out of bounds as he goes up the right sideline, so it'll be a turnover, Leander.
You try to save a little bit of time, you end up costing yourself a possession.
So Westwood with the ball. Get it into Brown. Robledo quickly with the foul. Or maybe a timeout.
Yeah, I think
looks like it's going to be a timeout, Westwood.
Yeah.
So 14-point lead here for Westwood with 5:11 left here in the ball game. Yeah, like you talked about, just when Leander had 2 turnovers on the last 2 possessions and they turn it back over twice. Sloppy
it's frustrating.
Play.
You have to get points on those, especially down the stretch. Down like the Lions are.
Sloppy play right now.
And you can't expect to make much hay in the postseason playing like this. And so the Lions, regardless of how their season ends, whether they make the postseason or not, they're going to have to figure out what's going on with their offense and fix that quickly.
So Westwood's basketball. And they get it into Parks, and it goes in for an easy layup.
Yeah, that's too easy.
So 16, and it tried to get inside Robledo, off the glass, no good. He'll go to the line, shoot 2.
Got to knock them down. The Westwood players have no problem questioning the referee's calls.
No, not at all.
And I think that was Ethan Brown's 5th foul.
So 16-point lead. Robledo at the line. First one is good. .457 left here in the ball game. Second free throw is good.
Got a quick substitution.
Yeah, lead is down to 14. Pinckney is in for Sickles. Get the ball into Slodek. Throw the ball, and it's stolen. Quickly inside, off the glass. 2 points for Robledo. Steal by Stevens. Lots of pressure here by Leander, and they're able to get it up past midcourt to Slodek. Goes in on the right side, and they back it back out. Get it to Parks on the far right side. Cross court to Slodek. Down low, back out to Slodek.
Westwood working the clock.
And almost another pick off there by Leanders. Quickly get it in, no one behind him, and Parks is able to get an uncontested layup.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Lions because they did everything right there, except for cover the backside.
So Stevens tries to go inside, another turnover, and Wilson able to get the ball. It's on the ground, and they're going to call a foul.
On number
20. I believe on
20.
Park, so Leander will have the basketball, and I believe they're going to be at the line shooting 1-and-1.
Got to knock them down.
14-point lead, 4:10 left. Every point is going to count. There it is. There's one more.
And cut it down to 12 here with another one.
And obviously every point will count, but they need every point.
Right.
To get back into it, so every point is important.
Not much of a buffer.
Next one for Wilson, shooting his second at the line. It's up and good. So Sickles is back in for Pinckney.
You know, the last time the Lions hit a couple of free throws, they were able to get a quick steal and a layup. Let's see if they can do that again.
12-point lead here. Throw the ball in to Westwood. They get it back. Leander with the trap, try to get the sideline and throws it across court, and they just get it across midcourt. Now they get it over. Easy layup once again. Heston Williams. Leander's able to put pressure on the front side of the trap, but then when anyone gets in the backcourt, no one's there to pick them up. So Sisson for three, it's good.
You need to make those for sure. Nice job rattling that one down.
So 11-point lead,
timeout.
3:42 left. Yeah, it's just frustrating. They're putting a lot of pressure in the front court. Once they get it past midcourt, then there's 2 or 3 people back there and no defenders.
Well, and you know, when you're playing so much help defense, eventually that's going to happen. If you're able to break 1 or 2 of the traps as an offense, then you're going to have somebody open going backside towards the basket. And they found them a couple of times. The Lions got an easy, well, they wasn't easy, but they got a steal and a layup. Were able to get 4 points quickly. They need those kinds of bursts here down the stretch. Time's running short.
Yeah, they need to hit a couple three-pointers to get some steals and some stops. Heck, I'd take 2-pointers, get layups. I don't care right now.
Anything, as long as you're getting stops, is going to make a big difference. And you can see momentum shift a little bit, but Westwood, every time Leander grabs a little bit of momentum, they're able to get it back. So if the Lions can get a steal here.
Yeah, important minute right here, 3:42 left. See what they can do over the next minute of play, see what Leander can do. Westwood gets the ball in, trapped in the corner. Tries to throw it across, and
quick timeout from Westwood.
Another timeout by Westwood.
That's good. Yeah.
Good pressure in the corner.
You want to make it tough on them. 3:38 now. You got to get a steal out of this, though.
They do. Yeah, Leander is in the bonus right now. Warriors are not. I'm not sure how many team fouls. They don't have that up on the scoreboard.
It looks like it's 7 for the Warriors and 5 for the Lions. Yeah. On the
is that what they're having? Okay,
yeah,
I see it over there now. Okay. So Leander has 2 fouls to give.
Got to get a steal here.
Yeah, Leander needs to keep up this pressure. See if they get a tip ball, see if they can get some type of steal, something, without giving up an easy bucket. So Westwood throwing the ball in under their basket. Get the ball into Slodek. Now over on the left side. Back to Slottick, throw it up across midcourt. Westwood able to break the press. Now press defense, and they throw it inside to Parks, almost stolen. Over to Durham on the right side, and it's going to be a foul on Sickles as they try to get the ball inside to Parks.
Kind of played that drape defense where he draped himself over the Parks, number 20, and they got him. It's all right. They could give that one up.
Yep, they stopped the clock. 3:17 left. 11-point lead for Westwood. They're throwing the ball in under Leander's basket. They are able to get the ball in up to Slottick way up top. And he loses the ball. Stevens up to Sickles quickly. Off the glass, and it's good.
Great basket there by Sickles under pressure.
Quickly up the court, Slottick gets the ball, throws it across court. 9-point lead right here, 2:56 left. Leander with lots of pressure. They're putting the trap on. They throw the ball in, and it's knocked. Oh, and they're going to call a touch foul on Sisson.
You know what? I don't think it was the ball that hit the hand that hit the ball. It was the offhand as he had it on his shoulder. I think they're going to get him for.
So that does stop the clock, and Robinson will go to the line. He's drained, I think, 4, maybe 5 3-pointers tonight. Seafield hit his free throws.
Yeah, that doesn't always equate to one another, but generally it does.
9-point lead. First one is in. 10-point lead. 2:51 left. Second free throw is good. Lead back to 11.
Those are big free throws for the Warriors.
Stevens with the ball, top of the key. Gets it over to drives in. Off balance layup. Shot no good, too strong.
It was a good drive. He just
Rebound
didn't finish.
by Westwood. They're moving up the court. Knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it is Warrior basketball.
Sickles trying to get the call there.
Westwood throwing the ball in near their bench. Sickles tipped the ball.
They call a technical on the bench. They sure did. They called a
Looked like they're calling a technical.
They did on the line.
Unbelievable.
You got to assume that's Coach Bradley. He's there on the end.
Well, I don't know. It may have been when Sickles tipped the ball in when he was throwing the ball in, but it looked like he was off the baseline, so that shouldn't be a foul unless you hit it behind the line. But anyway, he missed it here. The first one he missed it. But they will get the basketball after the free throws anyway. Second one is up and good. So Westwood throws the ball in the backcourt. 2:29 left, 51-30 the court, and he goes in for the layup. No good. Rebound by Sisson. Up the court to Stevens. Drives in. Court to Wilson. Three-pointer. Good.
You needed that big time.
Lots of pressure. Westwood is able to get across on the right side. Get it to Robinson. Now they get it back out to Parks. Over to Levinson. Lots of pressure now on the right wing. Get it inside. And they kick it back out. 1:55 left. 9-point lead. And Leander has to foul, so Sickles goes and grabs him.
You got to do something there if you can't get the steal. You got to stop that clock from bleeding.
So they're going to say that's the 5th foul on Sickles. He fouls out. He said he had 4. Bradley said he had 4, but whoever was keeping the book said he had 5.
Well, and the official book is kept by the home team.
So 9-point lead. Westwood at the line. Park shooting. First one is good.
If he misses here, you got to make sure you secure the rebound.
Second one is no good. Robledo with the rebound. Moves up the court, 1:48 left here. Robledo drives in, turnaround jump shot on the baseline, it's good.
Big shot there by the sophomore.
And they quickly throw it up the court, no one is back. Durham, but they're able to control the ball. And Westwood is running clock right now, throwing the far side, far wing. And is knocked out of bounds by Robledo, so Westwood will keep the ball.
Eight points here. This is as close as the lines have been.
Got to get a steal here. Got to do something. They've got to get the ball back.
1:27 left.
Throw the ball in, and it's on the ground, and Westwood controls it. Three people around him. They're going to call a jump ball.
That's Lions arrow. Leander ball. Big time call there. Going the Lions' way. Coach Hastings not happy.
So Pinckney is going down, and Andrew Alger is coming in. Switch defense for shooting. Hunter Stevens drives in. Oh, and he loses the ball. Unbelievable. It was knocked away from him as he went into the lane. Turnover.
He was looking
Westwood
for a
ball.
call and didn't get it.
Parks quickly up the right side.
That
over
could have
to
been
the
a
near
travel.
wing. Over to Slodek, now over to Levinson, and they're just burning more clock down to a minute.
Yeah, they have that luxury. Big free throws here from Levinson. He missed one of two his last time at the line. Lions down 8 here.
First free throw is up and good.
That's a big one.
One minute left on the clock.
Puts it to 3 possessions.
Second free throw is good. 10-point game, 1 minute left. Roll the ball up. Picked up by Stevens. Drives in, short jump shot. It's good.
Quick basket, and he waited until the ball rolled past half court, so the clock only burned off 3.5 seconds there.
Well, normally, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought you had to touch the ball by the time it got to 5, and if that's rolling up the court, they can still call it. But
it's a count to 5, though, so it's the referee's count. If he didn't count to 5, then, Lions take advantage.
Or maybe that's just by letting it go from your hand at 5, but that was rolling up pretty slowly up the court.
Well, and Westwood allowed it to roll, and the Lions able to take advantage here. And they're down 8 here. They really have to get a steal. They can't afford to allow Westwood to burn a whole bunch of clock like they have the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, tough game here for Leander coming in. They
dug themselves a big hole, and they haven't been able to quite dig out of it yet and climb out of it yet. We'll see. It is Westwood ball. Lions need to get a stop or a steal, a quick steal, or if not, they're going to have to foul.
So Parks is throwing the ball in, guarded by Robledo. Get the ball into the corner. And he loses the ball, and it's going to be Leander basketball.
Yeah, he tried to fake like he got fouled, and the referee saw him and then didn't give him any love when he may have been.
A little bit of a nudge with your leg, but not enough to knock you over.
You saw him move his head as if, he got jarred. And you'll see players do that, and sometimes they get away with it.
So Leander with the ball quickly to Stevens. Up top, drives on the left side. Drives in, goes off the glass, no good, too strong, and rebound Westwood.
Yeah, it was a good enough shot, it just didn't fall. Tough break for Leander there because they had a chance to cut it to 6.
Yep.
And now Westwood with an opportunity to extend it out to maybe even double digits here with Robinson at the line. .45 seconds left in tonight's game.
So Robinson, first free throw is good. He's been solid all night tonight shooting.
Yeah, he's certainly the player of the game for the Warriors. along with Brandon Parks.
Second free throw for Robinson is good. 10-point lead, 45 seconds left. Robledo with the ball. Up the court, shoots a long three-pointer. It's good.
Nice.
Westwood tries to throw the ball in, get it to Slodick. Now over on the right side, they were able to break, go past midcourt, and Alger is going to foul.
30 seconds left.
I believe it's Levinson, so he'll be going to the line.
It was a good foul by Alger.
And he'll be shooting 2. Double bonus. First one is up and good.
These free throws are huge for Westwood because they're okay with exchanging 3s for 2s at this point.
30 seconds left here in the ball game. Second one is up and good. 9-point lead. Rolling the ball up. Stevens picks it up just short of midcourt, gets it over to Robledo. Another long 3, no good. Tipped out, and it is controlled. Ball's on the ground. Robledo with it, throws it out, and it is picked up quickly, and it is thrown back to Sisson. Running a lot of clock here. You got to shoot the ball. Over to Stevens. 14 seconds left. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Kais Wilson. Goes up, fouled. The bucket will count. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 1, but it won't matter.
Yeah, those are just style points at this point. 7-point lead. They can cut it to 6, but that's still going to be a loss regardless. And the Lions, that just shows, they just dug that much too deep of a hole and were unable to pull themselves out of it.
Another frustrating loss for Leander. The past 2 ball games, they've just been out of sync.
Well, it looks like they've fixed whatever it was offensively here in the second half, but again, they're still not hitting on all cylinders like we've seen them at earlier times in the season, and they got to shore it up quickly.
Yeah, they may have their opportunity on Friday, and that may be it. We'll see how the standings and how the teams play out after tonight and Friday.
There's a lot of basketball
one
left.
more game left, but yeah, you don't want to be relying on, hoping for that last game where you're not playing, watching the scoreboard.
Well, 5 of the district teams, including tonight, have 3 games left. The Lions only 2. Same with Vandegrift.
So free throw is no good by Wilson, and it's out of bounds, and they're going to give the ball to Leander.
3.7 seconds left.
7-point lead right now, 58-51. Kais Wilson getting ready to throw the ball in. Throws it back to Robledo. Long three-pointer. No good, and that is ball game. 58-51. Westwood with the win.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Leander, and we talked about it before we started. They could have secured a playoff spot with a win tonight, and now it's up in the air what's going to happen with Line postseason. But as we mentioned, playing like they did tonight and on Friday, you don't really want to go into postseason playing like that. And so they got to fix it all the way around.
Yeah, they have a couple days to do it, and they need to come out on Friday like gangbusters and play like they have in the middle part of the season. They had that long stretch of wins. So we want to thank our Leander Boys Basketball Booster Club sponsors one last time. Amy Maddox with Allstate at amymaddox@allstate.com. Malash & Company, malashandcompany.com, and Linton Dental at lintonsmile.com. Broadcast tonight by SHN Sports. You can follow Leander Sports on shnsports.com. Your team, your broadcast. So Friday's game.
Yep. Tune in Friday to see what the fate of the Lions basketball season will be.
They will be playing Vandegrift Friday, so we need a big crowd, lots of noise. Come root for the Lions. And for Chuck Kracy, I'm Mark Sickles. And for tonight's game, we want to thank you for listening, and we will talk to you Friday. Good night.
Good night.